Hey guys, thanks for checking out the video. Today we're going to be analyzing an engagement we got into on Sakhal while looting around Burukan Island. The main focus of today's after-action breakdown is going to be CQB tactics. Here's the situation. We're situated on the southeastern edge of Burukan Island and are just starting to make our way through the last area of military buildings by the docks. We've got some solid mid to late game loot, which includes an SKS, a baby AK, a couple Tundras, body armor, and even an M79 grenade launcher. Our main objective is to find some better primary weapons and hopefully a boat, which will help us scout around the neighboring islands to find some high tier loot containers. Let's get right into the action and see how it all went down.
You know, you're good.
Last one. 3 7-rounders is pretty much all I need.
Player, come over here. To our right. He's running above that hangar building right now. He's gonna come off the right side. I don't think he's seen us.
I saw him.
Did he dip off the back? Where'd he go?
He's inside.
Oh, he is? Okay, I don't know.
Yeah.
I would just keep it at 200, 300. Get online with you.
Could he go out another way?
No. Hone in on that. You got suppressed?
Yeah, I might just miss the shot on him. He's leaving. Missed.
I'm gonna dip down to the left here.
He might log.
He's looking. Oh, I'm hit. Yeah, come down here. You're gonna have a better shot.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm just down to a quarter.
After spotting the player running near one of the in-ground hangars, we maneuver to the tree line in front of us and begin engaging him. We exchange a few rounds back and forth, but quickly determine that the skirmish isn't going anywhere after seeing him retreat into the hangar. We become increasingly aware that our gunfire may be drawing other players in, so I begin brainstorming ideas to flush him out and end the fight quickly.
Yo. Check this. Keep him pinned down. I'm gonna flank far right. Fire a gas grenade in there.
Yep.
And then an HE. Just keep him pinned down. Let me know if he starts moving out.
I remember that I still have the M79, along with high explosive and POX gas rounds, so I make the call for Ethan to cover the hangar while I maneuver closer to the doors. As I'm moving, Ethan continues to exchange fire with the hostile player and lands a hit, which forces him to retreat and close the hangar doors behind him. With the enemy player trapped, Ethan begins moving while I provide cover from a small grove of trees just outside the doors. I wait for Ethan to move up, then we quickly coordinate our breach and execute it a few seconds later.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
After firing the POX grenade, I maneuver off to the left to cover the front doors while Ethan sits just off to the right. We continue covering the hangar for the next 6 minutes and wait for the gas to dissipate. After it fades, we begin our assault.
Okay. Going up with you.
Do we want to flash it?
I think that rear door is locked or closed. They're in here. But like I said, I think I hear them. Close the door behind you. You alright, pal? Want to surrender and you got a chance to get out of here? I think I heard him. Yo, he's coughing, dude.
We could offer him meds.
No, we can't, because he's got the gas. You're coughing back there, pal. I mean, we can talk this out. I know it's gonna be a degree of trust on your part with us, but we'll rob some of your shit. What's that?
What What's up? What's up?
We just, well, we just shot at you. We just kind of want some of your shit, but you can get out of this alive if you wanna go about it that way.
Okay.
That hesitation.
Good, it's all in here. All this shit, it's on the ground in here.
Yeah, so here's what I'm gonna need you to do, pal. I'm gonna need you to drop all your shit in there, and then I need you to walk
It's
to the
already
door.
dropped, It's on the ground.
I need you to, I understand, I need you to hit.
You can come get it.
No, you can fucking eat a frag grenade if you want, pal.
You can come get it.
Well, I guess
Alright,
that there goes
come get it.
negotiations on that front, so it's been a pleasure, my friend.
Where should I be?
Just stand close. You're good there. You're good there. Close enough that you can spray this prick down. I'm just gonna unpin it and then fall back. I'm gonna throw it for real. He dropped?
I can't tell.
I think.
Damn.
Oh, hold on. Here, we're good. We're good. Spray through that door. Nice. Good shit. Good fucking shit, dude.
Woo! We're both dead.
Let's rewind, review that engagement, and try to identify the things we did well, as well as the things we didn't do so well. As we dive into the breakdown, we'll use this graphic to help us better understand the layout of the hangar and the CQB geometry we're presented with throughout the sequence. We begin our assault in the hangar by casually clearing the front portion of the building. Ethan leans in from the right and checks the far left corner, while I approach from the left and clear the entire right side. As I do this, I notice that the back door is closed and call this out to Ethan. I then proceed to clear the close left corner, but do so in a lazy manner, without my weapon raised and ready to fire. If I had to do it over again, I would definitely clear the close angle with my weapon at the ready, but Ethan and I had good reason to believe there would be no one there. Using our context of the situation and historical game knowledge of the building layout, we breached the hangar assuming that the hostile player would not be situated in the first room behind the doors. This is because we had just fired a pox grenade and knew there was very little cover in there to begin with, so the player would have no other choice but to retreat into one of the back rooms. After making our initial entry into the hangar, we begin listening for movement and other audio cues in the back rooms to try and determine if the player is still in there or if he combat logged. After hearing some coughing in the back left room, I begin communicating to the hostile player and attempt to negotiate his surrender. While this is happening, Ethan closes the front hangar door that we breached from to help minimize the chance of other players seeing us from outside. Then he moves back to cover the door with me. Negotiations with the opposing player rapidly deteriorate, which leaves us no other choice but to clear the back rooms and take his gear by force. I move to the back wall and call out to Ethan that I'm going to unpin a frag grenade to try and bait the player into rushing me. The thinking here is that if the hostile player hears me unpin the grenade, he will think I'm vulnerable since I won't have a rifle in hand and he'll be able to swing the door open for an easy kill. When in reality, Ethan will be covering the door and be able to gun him down for an easy kill. The goal is to pull the enemy out of their strong defensive position and push them into an exposed offensive one, flipping the advantage in our favor. However, after unpinning the grenade, he doesn't bite. I hear him drop off an elevated position in the back room, which for a second makes me think he's about to push, but I don't hear any more movement afterwards. I back up to my original position, grenade still in hand, and call out to Ethan that I'm throwing the grenade for real this time. I reel back, throw the grenade, and bank it off the bottom corner of the open doorway, which kicks it into the left side of the room. The grenade detonates, and I think I hear the player drop in the next room. I quickly pie the corner of the first back room, clearing only about 30 degrees to my left, then carelessly pushing to the back wall without clearing any of the right side. Pieing the corner, also known as slicing the pie, is a CQB technique used to incrementally clear blind spots around a corner or doorway without fully exposing one's body. We'll discuss pieing more in a future video, but for the sake of this example, just know that pieing is an effective method for clearing rooms without fully exposing your body to danger. In hindsight, It probably would have been wise to clear the right side of the room, especially behind the open door, since there's a slight chance a player could have been hiding there and might have survived the grenade blast. In the moment though, I thought this was very unlikely, so I made sure to prioritize the left side since that was the direction I thought I would most likely receive contact from. As I push into the back room, the hostile player indicates his presence over voice chat, which lets us know that the grenade blast didn't knock him unconscious. As Ethan follows behind me into the room, I call out for him to spray through the door with his AK-74 in the hopes that we might get lucky and hit the opposing player. Ethan immediately unleashes a barrage of fire through the door, and we hear a body drop in the next room. I swing the door open, shoulder peek the space immediately beyond the door, spot the unconscious player on the floor, and finish him off with a couple rounds from my SKS. After seeing his body go limp, we immediately think the fight is over, and we've come out on top. After all, we only saw one player run into the hangar, and only heard one player moving around in the back rooms, so we have every reason to believe it's over. But just then, a second player appears from the right and opens fire on Ethan and I, killing us both instantly. Let's dive into the debrief and start by revisiting our objectives. We had two objectives: upgrade our primary weapons and find a boat. Because we both died, we clearly failed both these objectives. But if we take a look at the equipment our adversaries were carrying, we can see they both had M4s, which would have been a major upgrade for Ethan and I if we had won this gunfight. Despite the poor outcome, we can take some comfort in knowing that the fight would have been worthwhile had we come out on the winning side. Let's take a look at the things we did well. While our engagement with the player outside the hangar was nothing to write home about, our initial approach and use of the M79 in our breach was very well executed. Our use of pox gas to trap the player in the hangar was very effective, since it set us up for an easy breach and put all the pressure on the opposing player to survive instead of us. Our ability to recognize the building layout and the wall-bangable doors within enabled us to effectively eliminate the first player in the back room without actively exposing ourselves to him. While we didn't know it at the time, this shifted the momentum of the fight even further in our favor by turning a 2v2 fight into a 2v1. Ignoring our subsequent mental error, this was by far the highlight of the engagement. Now let's identify the things we didn't do so well. Our failure to effectively clear the last room in its entirety was arguably our biggest mistake throughout this engagement. However, it might be more accurate to suggest that our failure to anticipate a second player entirely was actually our biggest mistake, not our poor room clearing. This moment highlights both a failure in CQB tactics, as well as a complete collapse of emotional discipline. If we had simply exercised due care and cleared the last room under the assumption that there could be more players, it's very likely that we would have won the gunfight. We should have gradually pied the corner of the room to clear out the remaining dead space, which would have enabled us to eliminate the remaining player without issue, or at least not end up with both of us dead. And that concludes our after action review for this engagement. Let me know down in the comments if you would have done anything differently in this scenario. If you enjoyed the breakdown and want to see more in the future, consider leaving a like and subscribing. We'll see you in the next one.